Hey, Mr. Clash here, and today I'm showing you a new attack strategy for Town Hall 9 to take out max Town Hall 9s and, of course, things that are less than max Town Hall 9. Now, first discovered this by Tamzilla in the forums versus Reddit war that we had, and it was with 12 witches, 4 healers, and Tamzilla brought in 3 giants, 1 wizard, and 1 archer, and got the attack strategy from a person whose YouTube name is Leatherneck, and had a bit of a watch of what he was saying about the attack strategy, also with 12 witches and 4 healers, but where he brings 2 giants and 2 balloons, so that he has back-end balloons in case they're needed. Now, the logic of the attack is to create the funnel using your witches, half your witches on one side with 2 healers, and the other half of your witches on the other side with 2 healers, generally speaking. I suppose you could mix and match that if you like. 2 jump spells, 1 rage, 1 heal, bowlers in the CC, and that's it. And of course, a poison. Now you'll see here in this attack, Tamzilla is bringing in a skeleton spell to take out an air defense, and I gave it a go as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to watch the original Clan War attack as I first saw it, and then 2 of my attacks that I did in friendly challenges in the clan. Now I did 10 attacks in the clan on this. I had 8 3-stars and 2 not 3-stars. One of them was 97% and the other one wasn't. And one of them that wasn't a 3-star, I just changed the side of the base that I came in from and turned that into a 3-star. And the other base I didn't get a chance to hit again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the 2 max bases that I hit. The others weren't max. There was always something a little bit that was not quite maxed about it. And I thought, well, the true test is, can it take out a max base with level 30 heroes? And that is what you're about to see. And anyway, we'll show you the first attack as it was in the war, and then we'll just go straight into my 2 attacks as well. So let's get going. Okay, so firstly, getting that little archer down on the left builder's hut, and witches down, half the witches and half the healers. So now those witches will be healed and they'll start taking out the trash. It's a big wide funnel in this base. Now 2 of the 3 giants have come down up the top onto that outside mortar. The skeletons are starting to walk over to up and over. They'll eventually keep on spawning in that way. Now the other witches are coming down. Now if you've paid attention, if you're watching that outside air defense was where the Skelly spell got dropped. So the skeletons were over the wall, helping take out the air defense a little bit quicker so that it wouldn't take out the healers that the witches had. Jump spell into the core. The top witches took out that, made that funnel pretty easily. Jump spell into the core. Rage, heal also will be in the core, and another jump spell as well. Now, one thing you will notice is that you didn't, Tamzilla didn't come into the base directly where the queen was. Didn't really seem to matter. And I kind of followed that same logic. You didn't really have to attack where the queen was. You could, if it made sense to help you get into the base better. So that was my logic in the attacks that you're going to see in the moment. So Lava Hounds popped, which was the enemy CC, but it really hasn't, it's not really amounted to much. Witches will take it out while the Lava Pups try to take out the skeletons. The attacker's queen has fine, and basically base game over. Look at all the witches that are left and look at all the skellies that are left. Heaps left. Reminds me of the old Go Wee Wee days where it didn't seem to matter what you did, you just couldn't overcome the witches. So we'll go into my 2 attacks now. Now this is the first one, max base. Now there's nothing in the clan castle, but I did have 2 poisons and I don't really think it would have made a difference. So I've dropped half my witches and 2 healers on the left, half my witches and 2 healers on the right, and I'm just letting that play out for a little bit. I've dropped 3 giants in the guts where that cannon is. I've dropped my queen on the right and my king will go down on the left in a second, and that way my heroes will path in. I'll jump into the core and there we go. Bowlers down, nowhere else to go. They have to go inside now. Witches on the left are doing fine. The witches on the right, they're doing okay at the moment as well. So you've seen I've put the rage spell down, I've put the second jump spell down. Now I'm coming into this base from the complete opposite side of the queen. Now I'll probably put that heal spell down a little bit prematurely and maybe a little bit too far in. because it doesn't really seem to be doing a lot. But the enemy queen will go down shortly. My witches on the right are still doing fine. Witches on the left, the healers are moving over to heal the skeletons instead of the witches. But hey, that's just, I guess, one of the hazards of this sort of attack. Now I've got a wizard left still. I've got an archer on the right hand side, and I've got one wizard left up my sleeve. Witches on the right top are doing fine. My queen's still in the middle shooting a few things. Witches on the right are going around the outside. And that's it. The base is going to fall. It's just a matter of time. There's way too many witches which can shoot at range for that wizard tower to do anything. My queen's gone down. But with the healers on those witches on the right, and just there's way too much stuff coming, and the wizard tower won't be able to handle all of the witches shooting at it. And that'll be it. Game over. That's healed witches as well. So that was a max base. It didn't have clan castle troops, but I had the double poison just in case it did. So that was a max base with level 30 heroes. And this is from the same defender, a different war base. So I've put the healers down first in this case. Probably, I was trying to outsmart myself, thinking I'll get the healer and then I'll do the same. It's like, oh, they're moving. That's right. If you put healers down and no troops, they move to where there are troops. Silly me. But anyway, same logic. Witches on the right, witches on the left with the healers. I lost one healer on the left straight away. Giants have gone down onto that cannon, onto the archer tower. Now, if you pay close attention, you'll see how quickly this enemy queen gets taken out, and she's on the other side of the wall. So it doesn't seem to matter too much. That's a level 30 queen, and she's going to get taken out pretty pronto. The funnel, really great funnel was created. Now, unfortunately, the bottom healers will get taken out by the air defense before the skellies get it down. Just probably 1 second too late, the skellies got it down, or one shot too late, and I've lost that healer. So as this is going, those witches will eventually die as they path around to the outside, but I've got the healers at the top. My bowler's queen in the middle, taking out the guts. Now my queen will take out a few things more there. She's just using her ability now. Now I do have a level 30 queen. So at the moment I would suggest that if you're going to do this attack, it's probably good if you've got a higher level queen as well. And you'll see my queen will go down in a minute, and then you'll be thinking, geez, there's a lot of weapons left. Now I've got one wizard left, and I've put an archer up the top where those 3 builders' hats are. And I've got a wizard left. Now the reason that I was thinking it's probably better to bring a wizard and an archer and maybe an extra giant instead of 2 balloons, and it might not be all the time, is for an instance like this. If I had 2 balloons left up my sleeve, then I can't really do too much with them. And I can't certainly take out the builder's hut that's way up there in the corner, but that one archer can do that quite nicely. So now you can start to see that with all these witches and all these skeletons, you're going to look at what's left and you think, nah, there's no way that what's left will be able to overcome all of these witches, especially those ones that have got the healers on them still, and all the skeletons that those witches are spawning. And now with the new increased speed of spawn, it's only a little bit of an increase, but it's enough. And all you need is enough. And that's it. Max base going down. Now these were fresh hits. I've never attacked VWee's base before. Yeah, little 30-second scout, and that was, I just made up my mind where to go in the base, and that was it. So at the moment, it's looking like it's a pretty easy attack to do. Witches on one corner, or in this case, one part where you want to do the funnel, witches on the other with the healers. Let it play out a little bit to create the funnel. Get your jump spell down, king, queen, and the bowlers. Now the king is your tank for the bowlers, and the rage and the heal get your bowlers in. And as you saw, I came in from the opposite end of the base, as you can see on this first attack that's playing out again now. Coming in from about as far away from the queen as you can get, and it doesn't really seem to matter too much. The queen will eventually go down. So troop combination, 12 witches, 4 healers. That's your main troops with CC bowlers, and the rest of your troops is really up to you. Whether you bring 2 giants and 2 balloons, or 3 giants and a wizard and an archer, or any combination of that, 2 giants and 2 wizards and 2 archers, or something like that. Whatever you think you might want to have a play around with. But the main pushing force is, of course, the 4 healers and the 12 witches with the clan castle bowlers. That's the main thing that you're going to be concentrating on. Whatever you bring as ancillary troops, that's really up to you. Whether you decide you want to bring a baby dragon even or something like that, that could be an option as well. But so whether you want to call this the He-Bowie, healers, bowlers and witches, but colloquially we're calling this the witch slap, because the witches are just slapping that base down. So that's it for this new strategy. I hope you found this useful. Do give it a try in friendly challenges in your own clan. I think you might be pleasantly surprised how powerful an attack this is actually turning out to be. Now, before I go, I'll leave you this one little thing that I was sitting in the bar the other day, and it's not something I normally do, but I was out and about and it was a little bit hot and I was having a bit of a lemonade, and I was just sitting there having my lemonade, and I look up and a rabbi's walking into a bar in, and followed behind him is a priest. And then there's a Muslim cleric there. And then there's a Boy Scout coming in as well. And the barman looks up and he says, "Is this some kind of a joke?" Anyway, thanks for sticking around to the end. Please leave the video a thumb up, leave it a like. Let me know what you think of the new attack strategy. I think it's actually pretty bit awesome. There's a little bit less planning than you otherwise might need to do if you're using another attack strategy, like some very complicated things. This one seems to be pretty simple to do. Let me know what you think of this attack strategy and if you've tried it or not and what your results are. I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm actually going to give it a go in this next war of ours that we're just into. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.